Croydon, like sadly London and England, had inequalities before COVID, and COVID has driven a great big wedge in the inequalities.
There was a big increase in the number of students that now qualify for free school meals. We reached out to charities to get free laptops. There were some parents that were choosing to isolate their children due to medical conditions because they couldn't access the services that they needed at the hospital.
Not only do you have to live in those conditions, but now you must be locked down in those conditions for months, and the only way you can access schooling is online, but your internet facilities aren't working or you don't have a computer. That obviously exacerbates all of those things that were already there. We were more vulnerable in Croydon to COVID because of those inequalities. We were more vulnerable when you have people living in overcrowded accommodation. We're more vulnerable if people can't go out to local green spaces because they don't have any. We're more vulnerable when people are deeply poor and don't have social connections near them. But it will also take action from businesses, from local government, from national government to deal with those really deep structural injustices and inequalities in our society that left us so vulnerable, and we need that extra support.
We step out, don't we?
Every week there'd be someone asking, how can I volunteer during the COVID-19 outbreak?
We've got 7 crates of food, as in the supermarket's crates, of food in church, because we've been running the food bank for 6 years. And we end up with 58 pallets of food being delivered to us by McDonald's. Trucks of food coming in when everybody had no food.
Croydon, you are and were magnificent. The pandemic has taught us so much about what it means to be human and what we really appreciate. As individuals and as a society, there are small things we can do to help ourselves and others bounce back, including continuing to adhere to hands, face and space, and by practicing the 5 ways to well-being, by thinking of how we can connect, be active, take notice, learn and give.